Good afternoon, Senators. I'm Rosemary Ryan, a Henry Hudson Board of Education member and a lifelong Highlands resident, and I'm also the volunteer battling cancer. Actually, I battled it, I won. If you tell somebody you're from Highlands, they automatically think that you're tough. I live in the house that I grew up in. It's not a development, it's a neighborhood. Downtown, it's a neighborhood. You trust your neighbors. No other town has the lowest point and the highest point on the eastern seaboard. People that first come up by my house always say to me, this reminds me of San Francisco. You know, we have the Twin Lights. I know people come for miles to see it. It's not a town where you ever feel like you have to put on airs. It is really a beautiful town to live in. I don't think people should complain about government unless they participate in some way. Sitting down and complaining is great, anybody can do it. Trying to fix it, it doesn't just take the town officials, it takes the town. It takes the people in the town to stand behind the town officials or let them know what they want. And you don't always have to be an elected person to affect your community. I do tons of things in this town. I wound up doing the school board because I was the booster club president. And I was the only one that would go to the meetings. There was nobody at the school board meetings for a while, so I would sit and hear what they have to say. I thought I wasn't going to complain about a teacher or something happening in the school unless I knew what the school board was going to do. I know more about petroleum seeps now than I ever thought I would know in my life. There was an old gas station that the oil tanks had leaked, and it contaminated the water, and there was an odor, and there happens to have been families that got cancer that live across from the stream, which used to be a stream that we drank out of when we were little. Now the water's contaminated and you can smell the petroleum coming out of the land. So the Environmental Commission, we gave reports to the government in town, and we got the EPA involved, and Rutgers came down and did a study on it. But we had to go out and do it. You can't just sit in a room. We went to the site, we visited the drilling area, we spoke to them, we got material. I met neighbors that I never knew. They said, thank you for doing this. I've never seen such destruction firsthand. The boats came down and went across the street and through people's homes. The water was 10 feet high. It was like a zombie movie. Everybody just looked dead, walking dead. And I saw the mayor. So I said to him, how can I help you? I have to help you. And he looked at me. I mean, and it must have been odd for me to ask, because I'm completely bald. He said to me, I'm going to have you come to the OEM meetings, the Office of Emergency Management meetings. He said, maybe you can start arranging donations. We had donations coming in from all over the country. Rosemary, you have a phone call, somebody with 13 school buses that would be there in an hour, and I had to find people to unload them. I sent a text message to my friend Jen Compagni and Melissa Wisk, and 25 minutes later I had 20 people show up to unload school buses. People would give me gift cards to just give people. I would walk through the streets at night and give out gift cards. I would drive through town with my truck loaded up and hand out clean towels. You think I was giving people $1 million. One day I'd load up with blankets and sheets. I'd have cleaning supplies in the back of my car and just pick random streets and drive through. You had to say to people, you need this. Come get it. Even supplies. I'd say, if you need it, you need to take it. And then they had the big concert in town with Southside Johnny. And that's really how we started morphing into a more organized group, because that was through the business partnership, and that was great. That raised about $35,000 for the town. It's tough to get into politics in this town, and I know that a lot of people would be interested in doing it, but they're afraid to. I think they're afraid that they won't get the support. A lot of people hide behind the fact that they think their voice can't be heard. All you have to do is open your mouth. Living in this country, if you think something's not right, it doesn't happen overnight, but you have to keep voicing your opinion about things. With gay rights, 20 years ago, you never thought people would be able to get married of the same sex, but now they can. People getting together, expressing what they want to happen, and it happening. If you can speak calmly and get your point across and make people listen, that's when you make your town, your state, a better place. That's democracy.